Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. First of all, I'd like to thank so much those who've supported this channel by subscribing to it. If you wish to support us, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. So there's a list that has been doing the rounds on the social platforms, a list about the proposed chief administrative secretaries, because mind you, soon after William Samoei Ruto assumed power, the courts stopped that process of vetting, and that was after LSK submitted a case challenging that post, that there was no public participation and the like. So the courts had to stop the process of vetting and the process of application, because I remember earlier on the PSC had requested the public to share details on those two, or to make applications if perhaps you wanted that position. But what followed thereafter was that the court stopped that process. So there have been on and off court battles regarding the same, and there have been a narrative that this chief administrative secretary position was just a duplication of roles, because what would they do if ministries have a cabinet secretary, have a permanent secretary? Then the chief administrative secretary, what role was he going to do? What was she going to do? Having tried to do some analysis or doing some research on this post, then I realized that according to how the government has crafted it, is that it is going to be like a middle tier between the national the cabinet secretaries and the county departments. Like the Department of Health would have a linkage with the Department of Health at the national level. So the chief administrative secretary plays that role. That is according to the government. But when you look at the issue of finance, the issue of Hakuna Pesa, if this is true, then I think Rigathi Gachagua and Ruto ought to have stopped adoption of this post, because according to the proposal, the permanent secretary elevated them to job group V, that is 5. They were put in CSG 3, and from the proposed salaries that they are going to earn slightly above 780,000 Kenya shillings. That is take-home salary for each of the 22 cabinet secretaries, chief administrative secretaries. If you compute that in a month, in a year, I try to do it, I realize that they are going to consume 1 billion. That is at the end of that, the 5 years. So the question that I ask myself is, was this creation of this position necessary? If initially the courts had termed it as illegal, what was the rush to have them brought back? If the position of the prime cabinet secretary is in place, then what is the rush of having the 22 secretaries brought on board? There's 22 chief administrative secretaries. These people are just going to eat into the budget, eat into the economy, because mind you, one person, a chief administrative secretary, will definitely have a car, a house, allowances, will definitely have security. So the 1 billion that are projected will go high, because all the securities will need allowance, the cars will need, to be budgeted for, the fuel and everything, and an office that has probably the aides who are the advisors. So that's what I'm saying, that the government ought to have just stopped this CS position completely, because it's not adding value. But what was strange is that even after the courts gave a note to this, a list circulated, and in this list, Purity Ngirichi was spotted in the list to have been a CAS under tourism and wildlife. I spotted Obado, I spotted Malala, But what shocked me is that KATE WARUGURU was missing in that list. So as to the reason why KATE WARUGURU would miss to that list again, the proposed list, if at all it's a legitimate or if at all it's a legit list or a fake list, either way, I was shocked to notice that again KATE WARUGURU was missing. So these are the questions that I keep asking myself. Could it be that KATE WARUGURU yeye permanently alipigwa teke, or what could be the case? Because KATE WARUGURU of course fought for William Samoei Ruto, but the reasons why he has not been picked are best known to William Samoei Ruto. But as far as I'm concerned, in that list that are circulating, Purity Ngirichi was featured, KATE WARUGURU has not featured. As to why Purity Ngirichi could have featured, I think that's attributed to the fact that Kirinyaga County played a critical role in the votes that William Samoei Ruto got in that place, and that credit was given to Purity Ngirichi because it is not Anne Waiguru. Anne Waiguru came at a time when vitu vilikuwa zishatengenezwa. It's just like the case of Kilifi, whereby Amason Jeffa Kingi came at a time when vitu vilikuwa zishatengenezwa, so he just came on board kukula matunda. So what Purity Ngirichi did, he fought for William Samoei Ruto at the time of the Tangatanga and Kieleweke factions, but then Anne Waiguru was in Kieleweke, but then because of their own selfish interests, he decamped to Tangatanga, and that joined UDA and resigned from Jubilee. So what we are saying in this channel is that KATE WARUGURU from the proposed list is missing, and this is very serious to her political future. I think she needs to do something about her political career if she misses in these CAS again appointments. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly share what your opinions are regarding that list that is circulating and regarding the creation of these chief administrative secretaries. Do you think it's necessary to have them on board? Kindly share what opinions are below the comment section. Once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.